Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Stephen Curry will not play in Game 5. Warriors superstar Stephen Curry does not expect to return to the court Wednesday for Game 5 with Golden State's season on the line. Curry suffered a grade 1 left hamstring strain in the second quarter of Game 1 on May 6. He will be re-evaluated this coming Wednesday. If the Warriors can extend their season, that could give Curry an additional 3 days of recovery before a potential Game 6 at home on Sunday. Without Curry, the Warriors were undone in Game 4 by a 17-0 Minnesota run in the third quarter that turned a 68-all game into a Wolves rout. The Warriors were outscored 39-17 in the third quarter. Jimmy Butler, who played 43 minutes and had 33 points in Game 3, took only 9 shots and finished with 14 points and 6 rebounds in Game 4. Green said that Butler had been feeling ill on Monday. Butler, who has spoken after almost every game as a Warrior this season, left by the time the locker room was open to the media. We obviously need him shooting the ball, Green said of Butler, but their defense, they were collapsing on him today. So we tried to pick up the slack, but I know he's not feeling well, been pretty crappy all day. That also affects the energy as well. No excuses made here. I think that's on me. I've got to find a way to get him out into more positions to score. I think tonight I was just trying to get him the ball, and I don't think I got him the ball in good spots, which then allowed the defense to load up on him. So I've got to do a better job of getting him the ball in better spots to where it's not as easy for the defense to key on him. Wolves star guard Anthony Edwards, who put up 30 points in Game 4, said he wishes he was playing against Kerry right now. I wish he could be out there to play against him, no matter how it goes, said Edwards, who played with Stephen Curry on the United States basketball team that won Olympic gold in the Paris last summer. But yeah, just working out with him in the summer, that's what I told him after I hit 3. Because he told me I had missed one. He was like, he wasn't going to make that. He was too open. I was like, I ain't never going to stop shooting them. I learned that from him this summer. He's the greatest shooter of all time. I would definitely love to compete against him, man, but he got hurt, unfortunately, and I hope he gets better. He wasn't aggressive tonight, Warriors coach Steve Kerr said on Butler, but I didn't see a lot of openings either. Ideally, we could put more shooting around him to open up the floor a little bit. But with his step out, we're not going to be able to do as much of that. We'll look at the tape and see where we can find some openings for him. And I know he'll be aggressive for game 5. Without Stephen Curry in the lineup, the Warriors lost its next 3 games after winning game 1. In game 2, Timberwolves won 117-93. It's all Timberwolves game. In Game 3, it's a close game. Timberwolves won 102-97. They were outscored by the Timberwolves in crunch time. And in Game 4, Timberwolves outscored them in the third quarter by 22 points. Let's go to the New York Knicks. When the final buzzer sounded at Madison Square Garden on Monday night, and the New York Knicks began soaking in their 3-1 series led over the reigning NBA champion Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference semifinals, Captain Jaylen Brunson made a point to calm down some of his celebrating teammates. Yes, the Knicks' 121-113 victory in Game 4 put them one win away from the first conference finals appearance in 25 years. But the job isn't complete yet. I was actually telling everyone to get off the court. I was like, it's not going to celebrate, said Brunson, who finished with team best 39 points and 25 shots with 12 assists. Nonetheless, Brunson was willing to acknowledge the win was a big game for us, given that it followed a humbling Game 3 defeat in which he'd said New York appeared to be subconsciously satisfied with its initial 2-0 lead. The New York Knicks, who never truly responded in Game 3 after completing 20-point comebacks in Game 1 and 2, showed far greater fight in Game 4. Yes, they again fell behind by double digits, the seventh time in eight matchup this season with the Celtics, as Boston was hot from distance early. But the Knicks turned up the defensive intensity and quickly sliced into their 14-point third quarter deficit. It wasn't a stellar start for the Knicks, who were defending the Celtics' initial actions on offense well, but somehow kept consistently leaving Boston wing Derek White open on the perimeter. He made all four of his tries from deep in the opening period, and Jason Tatum, who would finish with a game-high 42 points on 28 shots, drilled three triples of his own in that span. As a team, the Celtics were a blistering 9 of 14 on threes in the first quarter for 39 points. Led by Bronson's 18-point effort in the period, New York stormed back to take an 88-85 edge into the fourth quarter, electrifying the home crowd. There was a lot of miscommunications, Bridges said, referring to White's open looks. Later in the game, we did better, and they were making a lot of tough shots. We can live with that. But early, you can't let that happen on defense. New York was having limited success on Tatum, but the Knicks forced reigning Finals MVP Jaylen Brown into a number of offensive mistakes, and it was on a play in which Brown mishandled a pass from Tatum that perhaps the most consequential moment of the series happened. With Bronson and Bridges delivering a combined 18 points, a dominant fourth quarter run, New York might have had the game in hand before Tatum was injured. But the state of the series seemed to shift entirely as Tatum was helped off the court and couldn't put any weight on his leg. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like to help our channel grow. Thank you so much everyone. See you in the next video.